welcome to another video, lecture number 3 of the English grammar series, lecture series. We have discussed the several things in the first and second and third lectures. I want to repeat all three lectures as per the first lecture, a brief and detailed understanding about the sentence, that what is sentence, and then type of the sentence. We have discussed in detail how many types of the sentence on the basis of structure and the basis of purpose. As we discussed the assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, and the negative sentence, whatever. And then we discuss the exclamatory sentence, then we simple sentence, complex sentence, compound and complex sentence, all these things with the exercise, with the solve exercise. Now in the lecture number 3, once again we are going to describe the sentence को हम पढ़ लेंगे, बट द पार्ट ऑफ सेंटेंस के एक सेंटेंस अगर है उसके कितने पार्ट्स हैं. अगर मैं एक सेंटेंस यहाँ पे लिख रहा हूँ, सो ये सेंटेंस एक्चुअली एक सेंटेंस नहीं है, इसके अंदर डिफरेंट चीज़ें हैं. ठीक है, सपोज मैं एक सेंटेंस को ले रहा हूँ, ये सेंटेंस को आप ले ले. ठीक है, अली इज रीडिंग ए बुक. अली इज रीडिंग ए बुक. नाउ in this sentence, the sentence can be divided. How like that? In the first thing, we have a subject in the sentence. Then we have a helping verb, HV. Then we have a verb. Then we have an article. Then we have a noun. नाउन. अभी अगर आप देखें एक सेंटेंस को अगर डिटेल कर लेंगे तो हमारे पास सेंटेंस के डिफरेंट पार्ट आ जाएंगे. तो अभी हम इन पार्ट्स को डिटेल में पढ़ते हैं और इनकी प्रॉपर पोजीशन को पढ़ते हैं, ग्रामेटिकल पोजीशन को पढ़ते हैं. वी कम टू नो दैट व्हाट मीन बाय दिस सेंटेंस एक्चुअली. ओके, सो लेट अस स्टार्ट. द फर्स्ट थिंग इन अ सब्जेक्ट, इन अ सेंटेंस, सब्जेक्ट इज अ सब्जेक्ट. Without a subject, sentence is nothing. So how can define a subject? The subject is a part of sentence that tells us who or what the sentence is about. Now, it usually comes before the verb. Example, Ali is reading a book. The students are playing in the ground. She won the prize. Now, the subject is actually the man thing in the sentence. Now in this sentence, sentence number 1, sentence number 2 and sentence number 3, who and what is the sentence about? Sentence किसके मुतालिक है? अगर मैं अली स्टूडेंट या शी को मिटा लूँ, अली को भी मिटा लूँ, द स्टूडेंट्स को भी मिटा लूँ और शी को भी मिटा लूँ, इज रीडिंग अ बुक बेमैनी है जी, आर प्लेइंग इन द ग्राउंड बेमैनी है जी, वॉन द प्राइज कोई मीनिंग नहीं है. सो इट मीन्स दैट sentence, in the sentence, subject is necessary. Now in the sentence we can say that Ali, the student, and she, they are the subject. We are talking about the subject, so we can say the starting, it may be a noun, it may be a pronoun, it may be a phrase, it may be a gerund. The starting word, I mean to say that the doer of an action who is doing the work is known as the what? Sentence, the subject. Subject पहला ही जुमला है, जुमले में पहला जो चीज़ है, जो काम करने वाला कोई शख्स है, कोई चीज़ है, कोई भी चीज़ है, उसको हम क्या कहते हैं जी? सब्जेक्ट कहते हैं. Now in the detail of the subject we can say that subject are two types. Subject are two types: the simple subject and the complete subject. Now, to understand both the simple and the complete subject, we once again we have to take the examples. Suppose that Ali is happy. The intelligent boy won the match. We have two sentences. Number 1, number 2. Okay. Now, if there is a sentence only a noun or pronoun, this is known as a simple subject. Ali is happy is a simple subject. She won the match is a simple subject. Ali is reading a book is a simple subject. When the man verb, noun or the pronoun अगर आ जाए तो उसको हम क्या कहते हैं जी? सिंपल सब्जेक्ट कहते हैं. अच्छा, the subject with the all its modifiers known as the what? Complete subject. Now, the students, the intelligent boy is the complete subject. Understood? If there is a word, a simple word without any what modifier, without any adjective, without anything, that is known as the simple subject. ये simple subject कहलाता है. लेकिन जब ये modifiers के साथ हो या कोई phrase हो, कोई gerund हो, कोई और चीज़ हो, उसको हम क्या कहेंगे जी? उसको हम कहेंगे complete subject. Now, the sentence can be divided into two parts as well. Number one, we can say that Ali is, sorry, once again, Ali is playing cricket. ठीक है जी. सो यहाँ पे सेंटेंस के दो पार्ट्स हैं. नंबर वन सब्जेक्ट, number two predicate. Subject and predicate. The first part is subject as we discussed. Now we are going to discuss the predicate. Predicate को हम discuss करने जा रहे हैं. Let's go ahead. Now define the predicate. The predicate is the part of the sentence that tell us what the subject does or what is said about the subject. Now predicate is simply the explanation of the subject, that what is subject doing in the sentence. What is the subject doing in the sentence? ठीक है. What is said about the subject? What is being said about the subject is usually what? A predicate. It usually comes after the subject. After the subject means that without the subject, rest of the words we can say that the predicate. Now let's clear it with examples. Examples: Ali is reading a book. As I told, this subject has two. This sentence has two parts. Number one and number two. Now we can say that after the subject, all the words have to be the predicate. The students are playing football, playing in the ground. We can say that this is the subject. Rest of the words are predicate. Okay. She won the match. She is the subject. Rest of the words are predicate. Now it's clear that after the subject, all the words which are telling us the information about the subject are telling us what is subject doing in sentence. That these all words known as the predicate. इनको क्या कहते हैं जी? Predicate कहते हैं. Quite clear? I hope so. Again we have the types of the predicate. Predicate have two types: the simple predicate and the complete predicate. The same, that the man verb only. Okay. If after a sentence, after a subject there is a word, that is the simple predicate. Ali runs. The run is what? A word without anything. So it's known as the simple predicate. Well, the verb with all this adjective and the modifiers known as the what? Complete predicate. Ali is subject. Now start from is. Reading a book in the library is actually what? A complete subject. So a complete predicate. I hope you understood. आपको समझ आ गया होगा कि what is subject, what is predicate. Example with the explanation. मैं मजीद यहाँ पे आपको लिए लेकर आया हूँ explanations. ठीक है जी. The small children are playing happily in the park. The small children are playing happily in the park. The subject. सबसे पहले क्लेरिफाई करें सब्जेक्ट को. स्मॉल चिल्ड्रन सब्जेक्ट है. अच्छा, ये चिल्ड्रन क्या हो गया जी? सिंपल सब्जेक्ट हो गया. दी स्मॉल चिल्ड्रन जो है ना, ये क्या हो गया? कंप्लीट सब्जेक्ट हो गया. आर प्लेइंग इन द पार्क प्रेडिकेट है. आर प्लेइंग वर्ब, ये क्या हो गया जी? सिंपल प्रिडिकेट है. Are playing happily in the garden is actually complete predicate. Okay ji. So next, as we discussed that the first part of a sentence is a subject. Okay. The second part of a sentence is a verb. And third part of a sentence is an object. The verb may be main verb or helping verb. I have discussed the subject in detail. And now we will go towards what? The object. And then we discuss the verb as well. Verb को हम discuss करेंगे डिटेल में. इसकी बहुत बड़ी वो होगा, लेक्चर होगा, क्योंकि वर्ब में टेंसेस भी आ जाते हैं, एक्टिव भी आ जाते हैं, पैसिव भी आ जाते हैं. सो वो फिर बाद में डिस्कस करते हैं. सबसे पहले हम ऑब्जेक्ट को डिस्कस करेंगे. ठीक है जी. ऑब्जेक्ट. ओके जी. नाउ अली इज प्लेइंग क्रिकेट. अली इज playing cricket. Now the object is cricket, subject is Ali, helping verb and the main verb. ठीक है. अभी हम ऑब्जेक्ट को डिस्कस करेंगे. व्हाट इज ऑब्जेक्ट? ओके. एक्चुअली ऑब्जेक्ट इज रिसीवर ऑफ एक्शन. मतलब कि जो जिस पे एक्शन हो रहा है, जो एक्शन को रिसीव कर रहा है, वो क्या है जी? ऑब्जेक्ट है. We can say that the thing which is being affected by the action of subject is actually known as object. इसको क्या कहते हैं जी? Object कहते हैं. Suppose Hakim is playing cricket. So Hakim is the subject and Hakim is object. Hakim is subject and cricket is object. So ये एक सेंटेंस हो गया. Now we will go ahead, discuss rest of the thing in detail. So object has got two types, the direct object and the indirect object. Now we will discuss the both direct and indirect object in detail. You will understand that what is the direct and what is the indirect object. So in the sentence, an object receive the action. As I told you before of the verb, object usually come after the verb. There are two types of the object. As I told कि receiver of action, जो receive करता है action को, उसको object कहते हैं. Two types, direct object and indirect object. Now to the examples and to the definition, we come to know that what is the direct and what is the indirect object actually. What are the both? So let's begin. Direct, the first we will discuss the direct object. The direct object is a person or a thing that directly receive the action of the verb. It means that after the verb, the first receiver of action is actually an object. Which type of object? Direct object. How to identify the direct object is very simple. To find out the direct object, ask what or whom after the verb. Ali reads a book. So after what? After verb. Which is verb? In the sentence, Ali reads a book. Reads is the verb. Now what? Ali reads. Read what? Read a book. So book is a direct object. Direct object. Now I can say that Hafiz playing cricket. No. Hafiz playing a cricket. Hafiz playing cricket. Now what is the verb? Verb is playing. Playing. What? Cricket. So cricket is the direct object. We can say that to identify the direct object, we have to put what or whom after the verb. So we come to know that the direct object in the sentence. Now, she bought a dress. She bought a dress. उसने एक जोड़ा खरीद लिया. Okay. Now what is the verb? Verb is bought. B-O-U-G-H-T, bought. What? Bought what? A dress. A dress. So dress is the direct object. Okay. Direct object is dress. Now in the second sentence, the teacher, sorry guys, the teacher punished the student. The teacher punished the student. To identify punished is the verb. Punished what or whom? Student. The student is the direct object. We can say that the direct object can be identified through this criteria. Okay. So in my notes, all these words will be highlighted. You will be able to know about the direct and indirect object. There is no need to go another book. If you carefully listen the lectures and read my notes. Okay. The second one is indirect object. The indirect object is a person or a thing that receives the direct object or the benefit from the action. The question: how to identify the indirect object in the sentence? To find the indirect object, ask to whom or from whom after the verb. When we put whom or from whom to whom after the verb, so we can directly know about the what? Indirect object. Example: Ali give me a book. Ali give me a book. In this sentence, give is a verb. So I have to put what? Whom. Give to whom? Give to whom? Give me. Give me. What? A book. When we put what? So then we come to know about the what? Direct subject. Direct and direct object. When we put whom, then we come to know about what? The indirect. In this sentence, me is the IU and the book is what? DO. Indirect object and direct object. Now she told him a story. She told him a story. Now to identify the direct and indirect object in the sentence is very simple. To know about the direct object, we put what? Told what? A story. Story is actually the direct object. When we put to whom, told to whom, him is indirect object. Is as simple as clear as crystal. ये क्लियर हो गया कि किस तरह हम डायरेक्ट और इनडायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट को आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं. नाउ द टीचर taught us English. Teacher taught is a verb. Taught is verb. When we put what English. Taught what? English. Actually English is direct object. When we put taught to whom? Taught to whom? Whom? Us. Us is what? Indirect object. Now you come to know that the direct and indirect object in object can be divided into two parts. the two types, the direct object and indirect object. It's very easy to identify the direct and indirect object. ठीक है? The word me, him, us are indirect object. Okay ji? Now the position of the direct and indirect object. Pattern 1. Without the preposition, we can put when there is no preposition, so the formula is as subject. Now we are talking about what? The direct. Subject, verb, indirect object, then direct object. He gave me a pen. Direct, indirect. She sent him a message. Direct, indirect. ठीक है? Pattern 2. With preposition to or for. Okay? Now subject, verb, indirect and direct. जब प्रीपोजिशन आ जाए तो फिर इसकी पोजीशन क्या होगा जी? चेंज होगा. कैसे चेंज होगा? लेट्स नो. ही गेव अ पेन टू मी. नाउ आइडेंटिफाई दी गिव. डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट अगर गिव में व्हाट, डायरेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट अगर आ जाए ना गिव, व्हाट, whom, give whom, me, give what, a pen, give to whom, me. सबसे पहले what, give what, pen. Pen is direct object. To whom, me. Me is indirect object. Indirect object. Okay, now understand direct object and indirect object. Now he sent a message to me, to him. He sent a message to him. Send what? A message. Message is indirect. To whom? To him. Him is what? Indirect object. Now understood about the direct and indirect object. Inshallah, the part 2, next lesson we will discuss the noun, the pronoun, and rest of the things. Allah Hafiz.